George, just past Christmas, my wife bought me a nice overcoat and a jumper. She felt very proud that buying something that she would like and I would like. And I'm very happy. Donald Trump takes over on the 20th of January. Guess what? He's not into that level of, president. What he wants to buy is a country, namely Greenland. What the hell is going on?
You're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. But I can say this. We need them for economic security. You have Russian ships all over the place. We're not letting that happen. The people are going to probably vote for independence or to come into the United States.
It's another one of this really interesting press conference at Mar-a-Lago that went on for ages. Trump said he needs Greenland. America needs Greenland for national security. Once again, he didn't rule out using military force, which I think is really worrying. It is interesting the US has had a military base on Greenland for a long time. It's called Thule. It's the US Space Force's base there. It provides missile warning sensors, so intercontinental ballistic missiles. If you want to have early warning of Russian missiles coming across, that's where you position it. So given the fact that these ICBMs have been used by Russia against Ukraine, they've been used by Iran against Israel, it's no great surprise that this is something that's on Trump's agenda and why he's commented about it. But of course, Greenland has gone, we're not for sale. It's also worrying that Greenland has a knot of natural resources as well. So again, it's a really worrying trend if it's even remotely true that Trump is considering using military force to take over Greenland.
And of course, Greenland was once green. And going back, eons, when the globe was a lot warmer than it is today, Greenland was a flourishing, countryside. Obviously not now because it's mostly covered in ice, but down there is a lot of stuff. So this is all about, what is it? Make America great again, make America safe again. And maybe that idea is also being picked up by Putin.
I think the worrying link here is that even the suggestion that you might be considering using military force to take over another country, which is owned by Denmark, regardless of the agenda, make America great again, President Putin justified going to Ukraine as being part of making Russia great again. That has led to millions of casualties in various forms, destruction of a country. That language is incredibly unhelpful if America is even remotely contemplating that sort of response. So I do think no wonder the international press has seized upon this. I'm sure that's not what President Trump means. However, it has made headlines around the world.
Yeah, well, the international press, in terms of the mainstream media, they, let's be frank, they hate Donald Trump. And they did everything in their power to keep him getting back into power. Literally every single 99 of the top 100 papers in the US and all the mainstream TV programs basically presented against him. So it's no surprise that they're sort of turned this into negative. I heard, actually, the Greenlandiers, is that the right term? I'd get hit for that. Actually are quite open to a different conversation. I'm not sure the relationship with Denmark is matured in the way that everybody wants it to. Trump one landed. Charlie Kirk, prominent conservative commentator, Trump's son, was over there a couple of days ago. But, they looked as though it's sort of a friendly visit. So I'm not actually quite sure which bit of the truth we're actually getting at the moment.
Well, this goes back to the very core of what we talk about, isn't it? I think, President Trump in his news conference said, the Greenlanders would be very keen on joining America. They would all vote this way. Yeah, I don't know what that's based on. Have they had a recent poll there? Not to my knowledge. I've done a bit of research into it. I can't find any evidence of such a poll. And besides, President Trump is known for making up data like this to speculate. Denmark has said there's no intention of selling Greenland. But again, I wonder whether this is all part of Trump's setting out his stall so that when he negotiates, he gets a bit of movement.
Yeah. Well, it's fashionable, isn't it? Britain are giving away the Chagos Islands. I say giving away. It hasn't quite sort of been fulfilled yet. And none of the other parties involved seem to want to do this, including the USA, for the same reasons you just described. So, it's quite fashionable at the moment. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, exactly.